It's 9:32 on this Saturday, December 1st, 2012, and I just woke up after going to bed really late last night, and after it was like around 4 o'clock that I went to 4 a.m. that I went to bed, and I went to bed kind of upset. Um, at my ex-fiance. Um, I don't know why I chose to think of her then, but I remember going to sleep being kind of upset and thinking about what I would say to her um, if I saw her again. And although I'm really sleepy right now, I just I dreamt about her, and I wanted to talk about that before I forget. So in this dream, I'm with um, with a friend. I don't know who this friend is, but I don't even remember their face. I know I'm with someone who is my friend, and this friend is um, goes to this special place. He like we're talking in this room, and then like the wall opens up like it's an elevator, and this friend and I go into this elevator, and we go up to what is I don't know if it's a him or her, what is their mind, like their memory and their mind, and like going inside of their head, this this world that they build inside of their head of everyone that they know and remember and is a part of their life. It's just it's like being in someone's head, and in there everyone is as you want them, uh, and you create whatever you want. So, but I'm in my friend's world, I guess, or like the mind, the information that this friend chose to save in their head. So it's not everything about the world. It's not a recreation of the world. It's just their memories, their friends, their us other stuff of of their life in there. And some of the friends are mutual friends. Like right off when we got off the elevator, um, we we went left after we got off the elevator. But before going left, I saw one mutual friend go go past this other or go through this other hallway, and I was like, hey, I know that person, whatnot. And anyway, we went to this like room, this room full of friends that were playing games of different nature, and there was a table. I can't remember if it was a pool table or if it was a another gaming table, and there was like a couple people around this gaming table, and for some reason I was carrying some bags or something, and I don't know if it was, I don't think it was backpacks or whatnot, but it was bags, and then and behind a couple of these people around this gaming table, I saw my ex-fiance, and when I saw her, I dropped my bags, and and although because she wasn't, you know, she is as my friend remembers her. She's not actually my ex-fiance at the current time. I don't know how to explain that, but when I watch this video again in the late future, I'll know what I'm talking about. Like, she wasn't able to form new memories because she was saved as she was at the time when my friend, whoever that friend is, saved that version of her in their head. So immediately when I see her, I drop the bags and I approach her and we start kissing and walking backwards. Like, I'm walking forwards and I just like I'm walking her away. Like, we're kissing and I'm walking her away from this crowded place to the other side of this room. And and I'm a part of me is happy, um, and like a part of me knows that this is not uh, actually her, but a saved memory of her in this other person's head, and so I know that, and I didn't care, and we were kissing, and at the same time I was getting upset with her. I'm like, why did you do that? And I was like, it was this mixed emotion that although this version of her did not know what was actually happened, that she actually got married and left me. I knew that because I'm from outside of this friend's head. And anyway, and I was getting upset with her, but at the same time I wouldn't say at peace, but I was living a fantasy. I was happy because I was like, I know this isn't real because she's just a saved memory, but I will accept it. And anyway, so after a while I'm kissing her in the other side of the room, and also talking to her about like why, and the fact that I really did try for her, and also other stuff. After a while, I get upset. Not at her, but at just upset. And all, the other people at the other end of the room turn to me and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm living a fantasy right now, um, by being with her right now. And they're like, what's wrong? I mean, like, what's disturbing about that? Like, don't you want that or whatnot? And I was like, yes, I want that. No, I mean, like, my response was that if I live this fantasy now, what will I have to look forward to? And some of the people across I think it was all of them became silent because they knew. Oh, no, I think I said, when they said, what's wrong? I said, I'm living my fantasy, and they're like, what's wrong about that? I was like, how many of you guys would know what to do after you lived your fantasy? And none of them raised their hand. So essentially what I was saying is that by living this thing that I was looking forward to, but having it be unreachable kept me going. And but now that I was actually kissing her and with her again temporarily, um, what would I look forward to now? And I remember I was really upset and I was throwing things uh, at, not specifically at anyone, but just throwing things, and they were they're like a pen, like a little, not a pen, but like a bunch of kids like you would see in a daycare, and and that's where we were kissing, on this other side of this big room, and I just started throwing things at them, um, and my ex, she looked beautiful, she did, but I was upset in that she looked beautiful, because I was like, you should have been with me. I deserved this. I deserved you. Um, why? Although I don't know what asking why would have done, but it's just there was this crazy, I could feel this crazy mixed emotion of desperately wanting to express. Well, I did express. I just immediately started kissing her, um, and although like she had, like she was just basically a mentally absent, not completely mentally absent, but like a this sort of, like I said, a saved version of a memory that my friend had of her, and damn, it's these kinds of dreams that sometimes gets to me, because thinking about the life we could have had um, had we remained strong. I mean, like I remained strong. So essentially, I'm saying, had she remained strong. Uh, but I don't know. It was a very very beautiful dream, um, because it expressed so much about. I love the concept of going into my friend's head and having seen her there because she's a mutual friend. But what if I could go into my head? Then see, that's these are like really things that get to me, because if I could go into my head and I could find these versions of her before she left me, um, or a version of her that embraced me, because there were versions of her that did. Um, I don't know if I would want to ever leave my head. Um, but then again, like, it's also like such a thing may not actually exist, but there's one avenue that suggests that it might, and that's the possibility of a heaven. And with dreams like these, at times I really hope and wish and um, not pray, but hope and wish and want um, to be with her again, um, in heaven or wherever a possible afterlife may allow us to be. Uh, but even more than that, what's crazy is that she's still alive somewhere on this planet. And yes, I could find her someday, but what if I find her and then she's like, like she's probably gonna say, like just leave me alone, or like you shouldn't have found me, or whatever. She's not gonna be welcoming or warming because she's no longer the person that I have saved in my head, or the person that I dreamt about tonight. Um, so I could find her just to be more rejected and isolated, but it it's dreams like these that remind me of everything that I did for her, and it makes it all worth it because although she's the one that's married, um, and it seems appropriate that I should think about her, because I'm the one that's single and whatnot, and I don't have anything, going for me while she got married and has this other life that she has to live. I hope she thinks of me because of all that I did for her, um, and because of how much I cared about her. I would be genuinely touched and a bit surprised if she did think of me still, because that would mean that she's not that weak. Because, like, I'm thinking that she's too weak to try to think about me, and so she forces me out of her mind and memory and all sort of stuff. And while I do the complete opposite, I try to remember everything about her. Um, why? Simply because she was a beautiful aspect of my life, and that and more because it's my life, and I want to remember all the things that I did, all my ups and downs, and um, pains and sorrows and happinesses. So um, anyway, I should probably get back to sleep, but this is something that's gonna slightly bother me, and at the same time makes me, it bothers me and makes me feel like makes me feel terrible, really. It makes me feel terrible. I don't know why though, because I didn't give up on her, so I don't know why it should make me feel terrible. um, but it does, because I feel like even though she's the one who gave up on me, I feel like it was my my, like I could have foreseen such a thing, and 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 I could have, I should have had the brains to make sure that that doesn't happen through taking prophylactic steps, and like thinking beyond just myself, what I need to do, and think about also what she could have done. And although I constantly told her to stay strong, she broke. Um, anyway, back to sleep. Why? Why did I have to wake up? I hope I see her again someday. I mean, like, I know if I see her again, she's probably gonna run away or hide or wherever it is, she's probably going to leave my presence, like probably without even saying anything. But that's very weak, and I hope she doesn't do that because I would love it more than anything. I mean, not more than anything. That would have been actually maybe other stuff, but if I would more than appreciate it, I feel like I am not owed, but I feel like I deserve her friendship, her like for the rest of this lifetime, and it just feels kind of low of of I mean for her to not only leave me after I've done or the best that I could to try to be with her, but also not only leave me but also not talk to me or communicate or be my friend. So that's not it's not really cool. But what I'm saying is that that's weak in the sense that you're like hiding and you're seems like you're ashamed of everything that happened. I'm not ashamed. Wait, I don't know if I was just talking to her directly. I think I said whatever. Um, right. I should go to sleep, man. Wow, I miss her. Like, although she's I don't miss all aspects of her, but I don't miss her like this much all the time. But it's remembering the times that she can be sweet or embracing because she wasn't always embracing. Like so many times she would say, "I don't love you. I hate you," and all this other stuff. But I endured that. So anyway, because it was worth it when she did say I love you. Um, anyway, this is getting me really depressed right now. Like usually this doesn't like I'm okay with being busy with school, but this is getting me depressed right now. I'm gonna lie down and then just be depressed about life and whatnot. So, um, beautiful dream, beautiful dream. I wonder if she dreams about me because she probably doesn't think about me because that's a voluntary act. But maybe she's reminded of me through like reflexes, whether it be through something only I did that reminds her of, oh wait, there was someone that really wanted to marry me. I wonder how he's doing. Or I wonder if he thinks of me. Anyway, um, I wonder if she dreams of me. And then she wakes up the next morning and then hugs her husband even closer because in the back of her mind, she fears what she's done. That is such a sad, sad life. Why did you do that? Silly, silly girl.